Patrick Carlson. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Oh, is it not on my barbecue? Is it not on the Facebook page?
To be honest, I'm not too.
I think it. Yeah. See, I've got a personal one and I've got the barbecue one.
I gotcha. You know what?
So that's
Under BBQ Logos page, I'm just seeing Cartoon Boy at att.net. It doesn't actually give a name. Oh, there, it's under your bio. It's all good. It's about the logos, anyways.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, cool. So yeah, I've talked to you briefly. So I do a lot of I do everything barbecue related, and
Right.
and your deal is a perfect niche, especially since I'm on the I guess commercial side of things on the business part, and that's where logos come in as far as for marketing and all that good stuff. So I want everyone to kind of learn what you do. Have you share some of the logos you've done for some some folks that other people have seen in the stores. So yeah, go ahead and how long you been drawing for?
I've been drawing all my life since I was a kid. I used to draw in school and get in trouble because I would draw on my tests and homework and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, I've been drawing all my life, and I've been doing this professionally for about 16 years now.
Okay. And so you and your main business is with the logos, it's drawn out. It's not just a generic outline that was given and you kind of fill it in. You literally draw the whole logo out using, I'm sure, some kind of tablet or some kind of writing pencil type deal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got it's like a 20-something inch. It's almost like a big TV screen that lays flat on my desk.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And I can draw directly on it. I mean, draw directly on the screen, and you can get the same effects as pencil and ink. And I used to draw on paper, and then I'd have to fax the artwork to people back and forth.
Oh, I gotcha.
And now, since computers and the internet came out, I do everything. Everything's digital now.
Right. Okay. So going back, you said you started doing this for professionally or in a business sense for how long has it been?
Going on 16 years.
Yeah, I would say you probably were faxing back then.
Yeah,
when you mentioned that, that's nuts how far we've came.
Yeah, and I used to teach school before I did this, and I would draw like on the weekends and after school and stuff, and have to run to the post office and fax artwork to people.
I gotcha. So you were always a drawer. What got you into the barbecue part of doing it? I mean, were you always into cooking, or did you do one for like another business and then a barbecue person was like, hey, can you do this for my barbecue? And it turned into a lot of barbecue competition logos that you did, or
yeah,
where did it all start?
I am not a chef. I didn't know anything about barbecuing. And then it was actually probably 15 or 16 years ago, I got a job for a barbecue team, and I did it. And probably a couple of weeks later, I got another one, and it just kind of exploded from there. But, yeah, I knew nothing about barbecuing or barbecue teams or anything like that. So it just kind of started with one, and word of mouth got around, and it just blew up from there.
Right. So over time, have you kind of learned some things by chance at all?
About barbecuing?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Once I got into it, once it started picking up, I went out and bought a Komodo Joe.
Okay, awesome.
And so I bought that, and I was going to I had a lot of people giving me tips and on how to cook and smoke and stuff like that. So I started doing ribs and, hamburgers and steaks and stuff like that. But I'm not real good at it. I'm not an expert, but I enjoy getting out and cooking stuff.
Awesome. So who are some of the big names? So yeah, we're talking about the logos now. What are the biggest names that you have created logos for? That way others can be on the lookout for it and kind of see what exactly the work you do.
Oh man.
I know you got a couple big ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Put me on the spot. Harry Sue, Harry Sue?
Yep. He's out of California, is that right?
He's out in California. I did his logo a long time ago, and I still do graphics and stuff for him,
Gotcha.
for his website and shirts and stuff. So I still do stuff for him. My goodness, I'd have to look them up.
I know a couple, but I'm not sure. Do you sometimes do some that aren't allowed to be said? Like, do you have logos on certain seasons that you know, like Meat Church? You did Meat Church.
Yeah, Meat Church. Yeah, Meat Church is another one. Actually, I was I was in a store here in South Georgia, and I ran into Meat Church. He had his stuff up on the shelf, and I had no idea it was being sold here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, Meat Church is a big one. I still do work for him. I don't think I'm not allowed to say anybody's name. They would probably like their name being said out, but.
And I guess I know the ones that are more local here in Texas. What about Sucklebusters? You've done some of theirs, correct?
Sucklebusters, yeah, I still do a lot of work for him.
Awesome. Those are a lot of names that people that are listening, as far as my listeners, and as far as Facebook goes, they're going to know those names, and they're going to go straight to Ace Hardware and be like, "Ooh, let's see what he did," and then they'll probably end up calling you.
Right.
That's the goal. That's the goal. So, what's the hardest barbecue logo you've done to date? Is there one that just really?
One?
Yeah, is there one that just was like the person wanted just so many different details that it was just it took you a while. Which one? What took you your longest to draw?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. They all just kind of come pretty naturally to me. Now, every now and then I'll get somebody who's pretty picky about their logo, but you know, it kind of comes easy to me.
Awesome.
I've done thousands of pigs, so I'm probably an expert on drawing a cartoon pig.
I think I've seen more cartoon pigs out there than anything, and it's probably your pigs.
Probably, and you know, I can kind of look and I can tell my pigs, and I've got several on I-75 is a highway that goes through South Georgia. There's a couple of billboards that have my stuff on it, and I can look at it. People look at it and say, that was your pig on the highway that I saw, because there's just something about my style. But yeah, it's my pigs are recognizable, I think.
Nice. That's awesome. You did good on that axis, and I like it too. Now, what I'll say that other people might not understand, you kind of do a little bit of legwork before you even accept any monetary stuff, where that's good for you, and it makes us easier to be like, okay, this guy's really going to put in all that effort, because you know, when you kind of gave me a quick rendering of what I was asking for, I mean, you did it within 15 minutes. And then you didn't say, "Oh, you need to give me this so I can start." That shows something as far as on the business end of things.
Well, but you know what? The barbecue community is probably one of the most honest and trustworthy groups of people I've worked with. Very rarely have I ever been ripped off, you know. But yeah, that whole community is a great group of people.
Good to hear from an outsider. I'm glad that's the industry I'm in over the past 2 years. So yeah, I'm glad to hear that. So do you have different? Go ahead, do some sales pitching. Do you have different packages that people need to know about, or do you have like just a one standard logo, a logo plus a website? You have different packages that you do for your business?
Well, each thing is kind of it just kind of depends. I have a set price for a logo. Every now and then I'll have somebody come and, you know, need 2 logos or 3 logos or something like that. And, you know, I work with them on the price, but I always have a set price that I start with.
Gotcha.
And then it's just kind of as, you know, per project, we kind of talk about what they need. I kind of figure out how long it's going to take. If it's a much bigger project, we just kind of work out a price. But I don't have any like set packages or anything. But I like to talk and know what the project's going to be. Some projects take a lot longer,
right?
You know, and so I just kind of have to get a feel for what the project's going to be.
So you'll customize, but you'll customize any package. Just depends on what everybody has.
Sure. Yeah, and I like to work with you, and want to be honest and want to be fair with you as far as the price too.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, each project runs a little differently.
Got it. Where can everybody find you at of course, at BBQ Logos on Facebook. Do you have any other sites, websites for people to go to?
bbqlogos.com is my main site.
Okay.
bbqlogos.com. And I've recently, just in the past year or so, a lot of people are reaching out through Facebook. So I'm actually getting a lot of work through Facebook, and we can do the whole process through Facebook. I think
True.
you and I were working through Facebook too.
Yep.
So
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you doing any Instagram right now?
I am trying to get on Instagram. I can barely keep up with Facebook.
So here's a good tip for you. So obviously, Instagram is always geared more towards pictures and things on your story. Yeah. Now, when you open up or get your Instagram going, you can actually attach your Facebook to it. So when you go and you post your pictures along with whatever kind of comment you want to make, like you would do on a Facebook post, you do it on Instagram first, and it'll automatically put it on Facebook. So you only have to do it one time. Yeah,
gotcha.
Trust me, because I was going back and forth myself, and then I realized, oh, wait, I can go from Instagram, it'll shoot it to Facebook and Twitter at the same time. So you can also attach your Twitter to it.
Yeah, and see, Twitter's another one I haven't gotten into the swing of things. It's hard to keep up with all these things.
It is. And then you get, you get support from a bunch of Instagram folks, and then you got different supporters on Facebook, and you want to accommodate both. Because, you got 10 people on Instagram that's not on Facebook, so they didn't see it over here. You got to push it. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Yep.
It's marketing.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Yep.
But it's worth it. It works. That's what everybody's doing.
Oh, yeah.
They got their phones and computers in their faces, so no one does yellow pages or newspapers no more. So.
Oh no.
That's what it is.
No. Yep. Everything's online now.
Awesome. What else do we got? Man, you're it's pretty cut straight and forward, especially after they see your logos and see what you've done. So you look up Meat Church's seasonings. Which Sucklebuster seasoning packages did you do? Logos.
I think I've done them all.
So okay,
I think I've done.
So the Hogwaller honey and all those are all you?
Yeah,
okay.
I did all those, and
awesome.
I've been with him, for several years. I don't remember when I met him initially, but I've done. I'm pretty sure I've done all of his, unless he had some things before we met. But
right.
I've done most of, if not all of his.
Okay, cool. So everyone can check out his work at bbqlogos.com. BBQ Logos on Facebook. Check out Meat Church's labels as well as Sucklebusters labels. Those are pretty much the good two to go to. I mean, they got the gist. I mean, they've got everything from pork, chicken to they've done logos that you've probably drew up. So
yeah.
Well, cool, Pat. You got anything coming up that you want people to hear about that is in the works, or we can always get to that to another time? I want to be the platform that you can share stuff with.
I just I'm doing the BBQ Logos, but also am do children's books, illustrate children's books.
Oh, nice.
My BBQ Logos are about a third of what I do. I do a lot of T-shirt designs, stuff like that. But I'm moving into the children's illustration side of it more too. I've been doing children's illustration all along, but I'm moving more into that area.
Awesome.
Starting to write a little bit, some children's books.
Okay.
So trying to broaden my horizons a little bit.
There you go. Use your talents to your ability, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Well, awesome, Patrick. I appreciate you being on for the 15 minutes. That was enough time to get everything out about you, get the plugs. I will attach links to your websites into the Facebook and this YouTube description, as well as I'll post it on Instagram and Facebook when I release the episode. So.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. It was fun.
All right.
We'll talk to you later. We'll talk on Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, man.
All right. Thanks, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye.